Hello and good morning. Personally, I have gotten really tired of people my age and the liberal media talking about how horrible America is, and spewing generally hateful and unpatriotic things about this great country which we live in. So I have decided to make a video with my buddy Aaron about how great America is. Raisin one! First of all, we have to address the fact that our country is just beautiful. We live in the supermodel of all countries. No matter what kind of landscape that you're into, we've got it. Plains, deserts, mountains, forests, rainforests, swamps, and even frozen tundras. Looking at you, Minnesota. And also, we've got some of the best cities. And Detroit, but we don't talk about that one. Raisin 2.
Freedom of speech. Think about it. I have the right, if I want to call you a no-good, dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-grandfather. I'm not going to, because it's rude, but I could if I wanted to. I want Americans to have the right to say whatever they want, and the intelligence not to just say whatever they want, if you catch my drift. As the old joke goes, a Russian and American were sitting down talking to each other, and the American was bragging on his American rights. He said, "You know what? I can go right into the White House, stroll on up to the Oval Office, slam my fist on the desk and say, I don't like the way Donald Trump is running this country." And the Russian man said, "Well, we have that too in Russia." He was like, "What do you mean?" "Well, I can go into Putin's office, slam my fist on his table, and say, I don't like the way that Donald Trump is running that country."
Raisin. Thanksgiving. We have an entire holiday dedicated to eating food and expanding our stomachs, and celebrating how thankful we are that we live in America and not Britain. And speaking of which, the 4th of July. That's right, we celebrate leaving Britain by blowing things up and, you guessed it, eating. Let's think about this as if it was a romantic relationship between a man and a woman. And then they break up. And every year, the man celebrates this fact by blowing crap up and eating a lot. And it's not stress eating either. It's celebratory eating. It's not commemorating the event. It's celebrating it with fervor. Raisin Brand.
American sports are just better. Have you ever tried to watch soccer? It's a bunch of random people running around from point A to point B, skirmishing in what seems to be the most boring sport ever created. Every couple of seconds, the officials stop them because someone's feelings were hurt. Why? American football is kind of like 4D chess. There's a lot of things going on. You got your playbook that you need to go over constantly, and you have all the linemen which need to be in the right position. It's so complex that the British cannot comprehend this. We also created basketball, a sport you can find all over the world now. Have you ever seen the competition America versus the world? They have to stack their odds, the entire world against us, because we're just that good at everything.
Raisin. The Second Amendment. Enough said.
Raisin. Think about almost anything you have right now that was probably invented by Americans. The very device you are watching this on is because of Americans. You ever heard of the little thing called the internet? Americans. You ever hear of George Washington Carver? He made all the things out of peanuts. All the things.
Peanuts!
Would you just look at all the amazing things us Americans have made?
Five. America is back-to-back World War champions. We saved the world twice. But let me give you some specific numbers, okay? So, right here, for China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India, France, the United Kingdom, Japan, and Germany, all together, they spend $595 billion on their military. The US, on its own, spends $611 billion. Yeah, that's pretty sick. New Zealand doesn't even have a military. They just have hobbits. And that's just a little bit of why America is so great. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And in case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.